What's up, guys? We're back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy and we are the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite manifestation coach and your favorite YouTuber. So if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever is between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me or for one of my challenges right here. Or if you would like, you can hit the join button on my channel or click the link in my description to join my channel for members only challenges. We are currently doing a robotic affirming challenge, so if you would like to join in on that, you can go ahead and join now and you still won't miss anything. I do not remove content from the members only tab. So whenever you join is fine. It will still all be there. All the instructions and everything will be there. All right, so let's get into today's success story video. Hello, Sammy. Been your subscriber for a long time. I watch your videos all the time. Whenever I'm down, I just look at your videos and I feel motivated again. My SP and I broke up last year and I manifested him back 4 times, but then I kept wavering, doubting myself, and I lost him again. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do robotic affirming. SP wants to be with me. I don't care about the time, when and how, but I just kept affirming. It was a roller coaster ride at first, but I was tired. I wanted this man. I wanted him to be my husband. I told myself that if I have him back in my life again, I want marriage. And boom, he messaged me. He didn't ask me to be his girlfriend. He asked me to marry him. And of course I said I do. This is what I want. We got married today. We're here in Vegas and tomorrow is his birthday. I can't thank you enough. I'm the happiest woman today. I can't believe he told me all the rampage and scripting I wrote down before. He said, I'm obsessed with you. I'm in love with you. Also, while I was robotic affirming, I stayed away from social media and I hid my phone so I wouldn't keep checking and I wouldn't react. I also ignored the 3D as much as I could and kept myself busy, did meditation, yoga, and went to the gym while robotically affirming. I made sure that I also worked on myself. So when we got back together, I would also be the best version of me because I know deep down inside he will come back into my life as my husband. I didn't care about the time or circumstances. Once you robotically affirm, when you got it, you definitely got it all. So they literally got married. I've been watching Sammy for years and have grown with my manifesting so much, all thanks just to her. I manifested my current boyfriend from not wanting to be in a relationship to basically wanting friends with benefits to, of course, us being together officially now. I just affirmed that he wanted to be with me and that he was going to ask me to be his girlfriend. Anytime he tried to tell me differently, I ignored it and kept telling myself that he wanted to be with me permanently and officially forever. Of course, because I'm the love of his life and he only wants me. It's me or nothing. He's going to ask me out any day now and boom, here we are 8 months later in a happy, loving, complete relationship. What did she do? She affirmed that he wanted to be with her, that he was going to ask her to be his girlfriend, and any time that he tried to tell her differently in the 3D, she ignored it. Which, speaking of that, a lot of people are like, how do I ignore the 3D? You don't necessarily have to ignore it. What she means is that she did not react, she did not accept it, she kept affirming anyway. Whereas most people, what they do is their person acts a certain way and then they react and get upset and then they're like, oh, it didn't work. They quit affirming and they just give up. So she didn't do that and you're not going to either. I manifested a complete stranger with a 3P into being my boyfriend, official commitment in about 1 week of consistent repetition of one thought. Last year I had a celebrity SP. I thought about him 24/7 and did what you instructed in your videos, which is to only think of you and your person together and nothing else. At the time there was a 3P involved. Within 2 months of focusing on me and him together, the 3P was gone. All of his social media got deleted. The 3P even deleted all of the photos of them from social media. I also wanted him to take a break from acting for a few days. Later in an article, he was saying that he is taking a break from acting. I'm not sure if this counts as him and I I'm not sure if this counts as we never dated necessarily. I wasn't physically with him. I just wanted to test it and see if I could manifest a celebrity, and I did. Felt like sharing because his social media post being completely deleted still blows my mind. It's been over a year and they're still gone. I manifested my boyfriend back to the point of us moving in together very quickly from shit 3D for almost 8 to 9 months from your deleted 10K affirmations video. It took me 3 days to get him to call and ask to see me and for us to rekindle things. I'm manifesting him again because I kept getting insecure and I kept putting all the control and power of this relationship in his hands. Not very godlike of me. That's okay. That's all right. You know what to do. You already know what to do. I don't even gotta tell you. I got my SP to unblock me after 3 months of affirming with your 10-minute method. I broke up with my SP last year and of course I wanted him back, so I started to repeat robotic affirmations over and over for months. My one and only affirmation was, SP loves me and me only. Keep in mind that I had limiting beliefs and I also used to waver a lot. The 3D eventually showed me what I wanted. We were in no contact because I deleted him from all of my socials, and he started showing up, texting me on WhatsApp, Messenger, calling me, and even liking my Instagram stories from his fake account because I blocked him on his main. He also started giving me gifts like necklaces, bracelets, etc. That answers another question that some of you asked me, like, well, if he doesn't have social media, or if he has me blocked, or if I blocked him, can they still reach me? They will find a way. I don't care if it's a carrier pigeon. They will find a way. Your manifestation must come true if you are persisting. I have achieved a lot with just robotic affirmations. I will be as brief as I plan to make the post with all the details. I will be brief as I plan to make a post with all the details. So anyway, in these 3 months, I eliminated the 3P. He likes everything I post on social media network. He also talks to me with affection. We have made video calls in the last 2 months for hours, and we've watched movies and other things. Thank you so much, Sammy. Anything is possible. Yes, it is. I had success with your 10-minute method. I'm going to post my success story that I shared in the group. My reality shifted so fast. I've been crying over my damn SP for a week, feeling rejected by him. We are co-workers and fell for each other on a work trip. When we got home, he acted like nothing happened and said he doesn't want to risk our professional relationship. I decided that I wanted him, so I was going to get him. I did a 15-minute block rampage of my affirmations this afternoon, and not even 2 hours later, my SP told me that he still has feelings for me and invited me on a trip to New York City with him. He's a famous YouTuber. Sammy's video lit a fire under me. I decided I want to try affirming in 10 to 15 minute blocks every day, and look what happened. The day I decided to take this seriously and stopped reacting so bad to the 3D is the day I personally got movement. Just give it a go. Manifested SP in 2 days by just robotic affirming. I got my previous SP to go from being anti-marriage to wanting to marry me and be really head over heels for me. I sort of got over him. And now I am manifesting a new SP just by robotic affirming 4 to 5 days. He has now started replying to my messages and he has started continually texting me. He's already super flirtatious. Robotic affirming is really the holy grail of manifesting for me. You and many others. I found Sammy on YouTube and I say that I went to her school. I manifested my SP and I did it like Sammy said, in steps. I'm telling you, it's so much fun that way. I do exactly what Sammy says. If I want something, I affirm. I manifested dates, him spending more time with me, vacations, and tons of gifts, from small things to big things. My favorite thing to do is when I miss him, I affirm that he is here. And guess what? He always appears. It used to scare me at first, but now I know my powers. Sammy taught me that my self-concept is very important, so I'm confident. So I'm very confident and I'm a boss. So why wouldn't my SP want to be with someone so beautiful and mesmerizing and unique? If we have a spat, which is rare because I affirm that we're always happy and have great vibes, I will revise immediately. He loves me, we're having an amazing time, and just like that, we're back. My issues were always the 3D and I would let it get to me, and a few times it pushed out everything that I saw. So guess what I did? I turned my phones off and went to work. I robotically affirmed, I visualized, I revised, and in a few days, he was asking to see me. It works. You have to just believe that it's yours. Girl, yes, I have stories on the group, but yes, he was in Mexico. I was heartbroken. I came across you on YouTube, started following and doing everything you said. And a few months later, he crossed the border and came back to me. Circumstances do not matter. I could hear you saying that in my head every time I would get discouraged. Absolutely, because they don't matter. Nothing can keep your manifestation from you except for you. Nothing. I manifested my SP for like the 4th time, and we're living together now, and he's constantly talking about our future. He said he didn't want to live together at first. He didn't want to do a lot of things, but now he does all of them. He just gave me a manicure last night. It finally changed when I realized he's only acting out my thoughts. When I changed my thoughts about him, he changed. Thank you so much for your affirmations and reminding us of who we are, and for encouraging us to say positive things about ourselves. Also, I want to add, I had to watch my inner conversations. I used to be arguing with him in my head and asking him why he wasn't showing me he loved me. No, that was just causing him to act out. Now I always start with me and I say, I'm amazing, I'm loved, I'm his queen. Then I hear him telling me that he loves me and can't live without me, and then I respond back saying, thank you. I feel so loved and cherished. Then it happens. So if you're having trouble, make sure you're talking to them in your head as if they are who you want them to be already. Yes, I've said this before to you guys. You're saying, I'm not wavering, I'm doing everything right. And in here, you're yelling at him, or you're crying, or you're complaining about him or her, or whatever the situation is. You're complaining about them in your head. You're not counting it as affirming or negative thoughts. You're literally having full-on inner conversations, arguing with these people or bitching about these people in your heads. That is wavering. Stop doing that. However you think of them, all these conversations that you imagine can be manifested. Inner conversations can be manifested if you keep doing it over and over again. I manifested my guy out of thin air. Trust me, he has all the qualities I wanted in my partner, and I'm marrying him in February, just as I affirmed. Thank you, Sammy, so much. Thank you for listening. I manifested a guy with your list method. He has all the qualities from my list. If you don't know what my list method is, it's where you decide, you think of the perfect person, you can write it down, or you don't have to write it down. As long as you know exactly what you're looking for, you can literally just affirm that you have met the perfect person. They are everything I want. I met the perfect person. That's it. You know why? Because your subconscious knows you better than everybody. It knows exactly what you're referring to. That's why everybody who tries to use these 20 long drawn out affirmations, and I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. You can shorten it and it'll still get you what you want, because you know exactly what you're implying. That's why umbrella affirmations work. That's why Isn't It Wonderful works. And that's why 2 different people can get 2 different results from just saying the same affirmation. So if I say, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to get different manifestations than you, even though you're saying the same affirmation, because your subconscious knows what you're referring to. Your subconscious knows exactly what you would consider to be wonderful. And so it selects all of these things for you that would be wonderful, that would make you say and feel as if something is wonderful. Your subconscious knows. You don't have to tell it every little detail. It knows. It knows. It's your indoor bestie. It knows. Don't want to write the old story because it's painful for me. I manifested with your method that 3P is not pregnant with SP, and that she is lying and she left our lives, and that I live with him, and that he is obsessed with me. In a week, everything was fulfilled. There were times when he called me and wouldn't have anything to do with me because of her. I kept affirming, my SP is obsessed with me and he loves me. I didn't give up, no matter how painful it was, because I decided he was mine. I used robotic affirmations and the 10-minute method because I could not affirm everything together. I'm telling you, those two methods that I always talk about, the 2 methods that I give you if you're my client, you know, those are the only things you need. If you're like someone who affirms, which 90% of people are. There are a select few who prefer visualization. I don't mind giving you visualizations to do. You can do that. But if you're thinking thoughts all day, then affirming will work for you. I mean, you're already thinking. Affirmations are just a fancy word for thoughts. Thinking the same thought over and over again. That's it. You're just picking a thought that implies that you have what you want. And then the 10-minute method, if you don't know what it is, it's my method where I have you sit just somewhere, if you've got 10 minutes of free time where you can just focus and do focused affirming. Let the affirmations that you're repeating for 10 solid minutes, either it can create a scenario, it might not create a scenario. You might not see a picture at all. You may see a picture. It may come naturally. Pictures come naturally to me when I get affirming, like when I get it going, when the momentum builds up, and that's fine. I let it do that. I don't try to force a visual or anything like that, but I sit and do focused affirming for 10 minutes. I recommend you do it 2 to 3 times a day if you can. And then also robotic affirm when you're doing habitual tasks. With that combination right there, I'm freaking telling you. I'm telling you, I don't give a damn who don't like it. I don't give a damn who has something to say about it. It fucking works. You can read my comments. You can read in my group. You can hear these success stories. It works. It works. Went from, I'm going to block you, we can't see each other, to him begging me to come over and telling me everything about me is perfect in 2 days with robotic affirming. Somebody said, well, you need to read this, like as if I was like faking success stories. So I'm just going to show you this one without showing you her name because this is a private group. It's right there. That's my mod. She's watching people because we don't allow questions in the group. Because it's a success stories only group, the group is meant to encourage, not trigger people. And there are plenty of groups for everybody to complain about their circumstances together. My group is not one of them. And if you don't like it, you already know I don't give a shit. Mine is success stories only. Mine is a place where you can get on your phone and not be triggered because everybody is trauma dumping all over social media, in every law of assumption group, in every law of attraction group. All you hear is just shit all the time. My group is a place where you can go in there and you can see all these success stories from real people and you can be encouraged and feel good and it'll get you going and give you all the good vibes and make you realize that you can do it too because if 50,000 other people can do it, why the hell couldn't you do it? That's what my group is for. That is why we don't allow questions. If you don't like it, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna have a group I want a group where people can escape from bullshit and be able to stay in their desired state, okay? Not a place where they try to go in my group and then one of y'all snatch them out of their state because you're in the comments or you're in the post, making posts, talking about your shit circumstances, and then they get triggered and then they start worrying. We're not doing that. We don't have a spiral group. We have a success group. So, yeah. When I first found out about the law of assumption, I couldn't believe it could be so simple. I struggled between doubt and hope. I doubted that it would work for me and had hope that it could when I watched your videos. I finally took the plunge and robotically affirmed for my SP who I had broken up with. I immediately felt so much better emotionally and felt in control of my life. No more tears or emotional turbulence. In 2 days' time, he texts me and we plan to meet up. We are together again and I know the real secret to happiness now. Thank you, Sammy. My group is free. You can go in the description, click the link and go join on Facebook. Follow the rules. No freaking questions. If you ask questions or post your circumstances under people's success story or you harass my members who have posted success stories, I will kick you out. Or one of my mods or admin will kick you out because we're not having that shit. But if you would like to go read the success stories, they are in the group. They're wonderful. There is a lot. I could never read through all of them. It's really so simple, guys. It's so simple. If the abundance of success stories and the common denominator of affirming doesn't prove it to you, these are all different people. If they can do it, you can do it. These are all different people who have just decided to, if you compare and contrast, okay, the people who get their shit, who like take control and they get their manifestations and they get these things that they're desiring, you know, the things I'm reading about, their successes and stuff. If you look at that and you go look at like the comments about people who are struggling, you can clearly see the difference. You have the ones who decided that they are not going to react, that they are going to deny anything that they don't like, and they're only going to accept the things that they do like, and they're going to keep saying that they have what they want until they do. And then you have the ones over here who are reacting every time an unwanted circumstance comes up. And then they keep recreating the unwanted circumstance and they're not understanding why they can't get out of the cycle. Well, it's because you won't stop reacting. It's because you keep reacting and you keep wavering and you keep letting a circumstance control you instead of controlling your circumstance. These people over here decided to say, what circumstance? I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no circumstance. I don't have any of those. Be like these people. That's it. And I think that's why I'm such a fan of affirming and of robotic affirming, because literally there's nothing to fight with. All you have to do is just keep saying your affirmation. Like when you're struggling with your, you know, inner world, you got shit going on up here, you're worried about something, your SP was being an asshole even though you are trying to manifest them, all you have to do is just keep affirming. There's like no hard struggle or battle to handle. There's nothing. There's no trying to feel a happy feeling and create a good visual, and you don't have to do any of that. You just have to say your affirmations. You just pick your set affirmations, and that's your little magic trick, your little mouse tool that you pull out when you need it, and you just repeat. That's it. It's the easiest thing in the world to think thoughts. You do it naturally all day long. The only thing you're changing is that you're thinking different thoughts. So that's why I don't understand the issues with affirming. You're just changing your fucking thoughts. You're already thinking. You're thinking now. You're thinking while you're watching me talk. You're thinking when you're typing. You're thinking when you're driving. You're thinking when you're showering, when you're cooking. You're thinking all the time. Just change what you're fucking thinking. It's that simple. You gotta think like, if if all it takes for me to finally get the things that I want and have a life that I want and experiences that I want is me just thinking differently, I don't have to go do no hard labor. I don't have to do no struggling. I don't have to do none of that. All I gotta do is just think different, and everything will just come to me. Everything will just change and fix itself. Why is that hard? Why is that so fucking frowned upon? If you think it's either that you just like being a victim, or you want someone else to do it for you, or you just specifically are trying to go against what I'm saying, and so you're making up problems. That's all it could be. Because nobody can discredit all of these real people in my YouTube comments, in my group, on Twitter, on just all these platforms saying it works. You're not going to stand here and tell thousands and thousands of people who had real experiences of it working for them over and over and over again, including me, that it doesn't work. I don't give a damn who don't like it. It works for me. It's been working for me for years. I will never stop it, and I will never stop talking about it, because the whole reason I even started this channel was because I finally figured it out and I wanted to share it. That is the reason I started this channel in the first damn place. And not to come on here and be another manifestation guru. That's not why I started this channel. I think I even said this 3 years ago. I literally just wanted to share my knowledge, and I'm still doing it. I'm still fucking doing it. I'm still sharing my knowledge. I'm still helping you guys figure it out so that I can help as many people as possible avoid all the hard and confusing bullshit that I went through and had to test and trial and error and all that shit. I'm helping. I want to help as many people as I can avoid that part and get right to the point and get straight to your results. So that's why I really don't give a fuck who don't like it. It's not about you. If you don't agree and you don't want to do it this way, then it's not about you. But for the ones who do, and for the ones who genuinely take in this information that I'm sharing, like I said, I'm not trying to be your guru. I'm just sharing what I've figured out. I'm just sharing my knowledge. That's it. So, I mean, every time I read success stories, it's robotic affirming, or 10-minute method. So, you know what? You figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we out.